Don't give this one. Beautiful. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right, good afternoon. Finally set up. So thank you all for being here today. I know this class is actually going to be a little bit time consuming, maybe like an hour, hour and a half. So I want to get through and roll through as much as possible. But pretty much the whole concept of this mastermind today is because I went to family reunion last month, I was able to take back with me 50 plus tech updates that are going to be occurring with Command. All of them are going to be rolled out by the end of March or the first week of April. So I just want to make sure that I can get as many agents as prepared as possible. So that way that one day within the next 2 weeks or a couple weeks, you log into Command and you notice things are completely different or things are not where they were before. I think this is going to help alleviate a lot of those questions that you may have. And also too, as I go through each of the updates, I'll be demoing some. And then if you have any questions regarding some of the updates that I present, just feel free to just ask away. Perfect. I think this is a good size for everyone. Okay. So we're going to start out with the Command new releases. And I was able to snag this PowerPoint here. Just know when I go through it, I will send you this PowerPoint. And then I also typed up my notes from the other 5 classes that I took during family reunion, and we'll have that all emailed out. So if you're worried about missing any type of notes, don't worry about that. I have it all written down for you.
Okay.
Thanks for doing that, Vince.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
I
spent 4 or 5 hours doing that last
Yeah.
week or the week before. I just want to make sure everything was good for you. So that way you can focus more on like the questions that you may have about these new updates. So with each of the slides that I show you, you're going to see at the top right-hand corner, it's either going to say available now. If it says, if it says available now, then that means you can go into Command and start experimenting with it right now. But if it says coming soon at the top right, then that means that feature is going to be coming out at the end of March or the beginning of April. And then after this, with the tech updates, there's going to be 2 important ones that are going to be coming out towards the end of the year that I definitely want to make sure that everybody has the knowledge of. So the first update, this one is not a surprise. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room has already seen this one, but it's just the new sign-in page where it says where entrepreneurs thrive when you log into Command. And then the new dashboard features on the homepage. They just added your profit share link on the homepage, so that way you can see how much profit share you've earned since you've been with KW, how many people are in your downline, and then your year-to-year overdate of your profit share. Also, what's available now inside the contacts applet This is called the new lead management controls. So for any agent that's on a team, this is actually pretty similar to what we call lead routing for a team. But if you are a solo agent, I'll explain what this all means. Pretty much, agents within the company, they have many different resources where they're getting their leads from. Some agents are using a different CRM platform in order to get all of their leads into Command. Pretty much we either use like Zapier or some API connection. Some of it is going to be costly, usually like $10 a month if it's an API nation connector. However, with and not just API nation, but Zapier, I do know that if you try to connect two applications together to automatically sync your leads over into Command, it'll be like costly after I believe 200 leads. So what Command has implemented is the new lead management controls. So basically you will be able to create a rule, and the rule will be for a specific lead source type that is coming either from Command or outside of Command. You'll be able to name the route or the rule title. So for example, in this image, they're giving you social media leads. So let's just say that we're setting this route for just our social media platforms. Right now, it's just Facebook and Instagram. But under lead source, there's a whole bunch of different tags or keywords that you're going to be able to select for the specific route. It's going to ask, what do you want to happen to those leads coming in from these additional sources? And you will be able to automatically auto tag them with a specific tag. In this example, they use social media, or you can automatically assign them to a smart plan for campaign follow-up. Right now, inside of Command, the only way that you can auto tag and automatically put someone onto a smart plan is through the Facebook ads. Now, you can use this for all different types of lead sources. So whether you're using a different CRM platform, they have a lead source keyword for Boomtown, Follow Up Boss, Real Geeks. And you can set up different routes and different tags and different smart plans to help autopilot your business. One of the benefits too, I know some other popular lead sources would be, leads coming in from your website, or for individuals that signed up on your personal app URL, you can automatically have them auto tagged and put onto a follow-up smart plan based on whatever that lead that you captured was designated for. I was also able to poll during family reunion, and I'll go through that in one of my classes, but the top smart plans for different topics that were the most successful for agents across the nation. And that includes all authors, all smart plans in the smart plans library, able to compile a list for you all to take back with you. And, of course, you can download it from the library by searching the author name, and then you can put your own touches and edits as you wish. Does anyone have any questions about the new lead management controls?
So if you have like market leader, can you connect market leader to our CRM command without using API or?
Correct.
Okay.
Which is going to be very beneficial, because the system will detect it by the lead source.
Okay.
So if you have a lead that's going to go into market leader, then it will automatically have that connected there. Market leader leads will go right into your command and can automatically tag and then automatically put onto a smart plan.
And that's available now based on this?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And you'll go into your settings, and I could probably just demo this. Let me get my clicker out. Under settings, after you click on your picture at the top right, of course, you're going to be taken to all of your applications, but on the left-hand side, you will actually end up clicking on command settings. And then under contacts, you now have access to lead management. And we have I did a couple of test ones just to make sure. If anything is glitchy within the next couple of weeks, I hear it again and again from KWRI. Just wait until the end of the month or the beginning of April, when all these other updates hit. Everything they said, they promised would be working properly.
Beautiful.
Okay, so that's the second feature. Coming soon, so contacts advanced filters. So right now, you can filter out your contacts through a series of categories. However, there's going to be more enhanced tools to easier find the contacts and the leads by eliminating that and or not logic. So right now in commands, and a good example of this would be in the referrals applet, how if you're looking for a specific agent to help handle your customer and you need maybe that agent to speak a different language or multiple languages, you do have the ability where you can check off, English, Spanish, French, but the results that populate will only show the agents or will show all the agents that at least speak one of the languages, two of the languages, or all three. There was no specific way to filter out just agents that speak all three languages. So they're doing that, especially with the advanced filters inside the contacts. So it eliminates that and or not logic. So that way, whenever you're searching for a specific contact or anything specific to like the tags that you have involved with them, you will be able to eliminate the or, and it could be like an and. So I'm looking for a contact that is a buyer and has a large budget in my top 20%. They do have here in the picture the advanced filter. You could do the where, it could be from your tags, it could be from a smart plan, it could be from a local neighborhood. And then they do have another drop-down menu in the middle that says, is any of, is none of, or is exactly what you're looking for. So that's going to be coming out towards the end of the month. As soon as it does come out, we'll all be able to take a look and test it out. But just know that you're going to be able to filter out your contacts a whole lot more than just what they currently have in the categories in the contacts applet. Any questions about that one? Cool. Next, available now with Smart Plans. In the Smart Plans applet, there's a completely redesigned monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan. It's now completely integrated with the consumer platform, meaning your website, or if they're on the personal app URL. If they click on the monthly neighborhood nurture, now instead of it going to just like a blank like landing page, it really redirects them to your website. I'll show you an example or a little demo of that. The recipients converted to consumer users. So that way, whether they're on your monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan, whether on your website or on the personal app URL, you're still going to be able to track their activity in the contact card timeline. So whatever listings that they are viewing will have a highlighted link that actually will be working, clickable to all the details of the property. You will get notifications. You're supposed to get notifications when they view a property. However, if they just view the email, you won't get that type of notification. But I will go into the notifications in the next section. But here's the demo of the monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan. So the monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan will look something just like this. Nothing like too different. It will come, the consumer will view it with your information at the top, and then all the neighborhoods that they were assigned to in the contact card, there's additional information here. They get a little bit more detailed. So not only will that consumer see the properties for sale or the properties pending, but also they're going to be able to see the average listed price and average days on market and a comparison from the past 30 days on whether the market is up or down in their neighborhood based on these different topics. You even got the average price square foot. And then down below, they have added more neighborhood properties with price increases, decreases, more visible. If the consumer clicks to explore one of the neighborhoods, you're going to see how it is now linked to a Keller Williams website, which, by the way, the websites are getting a complete redesign, which we'll get to. So again, here, what I love, some of the same features that you're used to seeing, but down below, they have a section, what the locals say. They added more. So you can tell if it's a luxury culture, if dog lovers are a part of this community, if it's a friendly community, if it's historic, fitness oriented, animal advocates. So it really helps buyers figure out like if this is a neighborhood that they really want to be interested in living or if they should look elsewhere.
Do you know where they pulled that information from?
Yeah, so they usually pull the information from the MLS, wherever those neighborhood reports, and I can get the exact details. I know most of it comes from the MLS, but that there's like a monthly neighborhood report inside that MLS that you could pull or download. And they usually get that. I actually got the same question from the Jacksonville Southside Market Center yesterday. And-
Who's, who, you know, it's
Yeah, that's-
locals, like, who are the locals, just.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little subjective.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
that means,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I have a feeling that they probably might be doing like some type of like surveys in order to get that information.
Did
I-
it used to come from next door?
Yeah, next
Right.
door. And over the, and it was like an average over the past 6 months. But I'm gonna get an exact answer, but I know that MLS is somehow tied into some of these items.
Vincent, do you have to do anything to change to this new platform, or automatically you have people already in the neighborhood nurture plan? Is it, this is what they're experiencing?
Yeah, correct. So
Okay.
yeah, so you don't have to take them off the plan and then re-add them. They're just going the next. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, yeah, the next time that they receive the email for the monthly neighborhood nurture, they're gonna get the newly updated
Beautiful.
one.
So I've seen this happen already
Mhm.
with people that are, my clients that are, you know, looking at properties from the neighborhood nurture. But when I click on the link, it asks me to sign up. Like, I can't actually go and look at the listing.
Yeah, correct. So right now, it's like from the consumer side of the view, but pretty soon, like towards the end of the month, beginning of April, in that contact card timeline, it's supposed to leave you a highlighted link where if you click on it, then you could see all the property info from that.
Yeah.
end.
I've got the link.
Not that link,
Okay.
the,
I got
the,
link.
the fixed, more modernized. link.
Sign up. I'm like,
Mhm. Yeah, no,
Work
they,
with Trudy.
yeah. If you experience like any glitches, any errors, anything like kind of crazy, especially the newest like glitch is going to be with the campaigns, because right now some agents are experiencing that all of their campaigns, whether they want to do Facebook ads or direct mail or emails, it's all grayed out. And it's because they're adding in more integrations as we speak. So some of you are going to have access to certain features while others don't. It's going to be a little bit weird, but at the end of the day, everyone's going to get a fully remodeled, updated command site
okay.
and
So wait
CRM.
until April
Correct.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, at the very, just to play it safe, I would say the first week of April for sure. And then, of course, you still got like the transit and commute, you got the nearby schools, so all the helpful things that, you know, people are gonna be wanting to look for. All right, also coming soon with smart plans. There's gonna be one of the most requested features that we've gotten from agents, especially if you have a smart plan set up and you're actively using Twilio as your texting application. Right now, a Twilio text, if you send it out automatically, will go out anytime between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time. However, with the new update that's coming, you will be able to specifically schedule a time of day for that text to go out. And not only that, you're also going to be able to select the time zone settings. So if you do have, you know, a business, maybe you're active in multiple states, for the people that live in California, you'll be able to select the Pacific time zone. So that way, you know, you don't have to worry about coming across as unprofessional if a text goes out at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night, because that is something that was drastically.
brilliant.
Yeah. Not only that, the Smart Plans applet's going to get a complete remodel. If you're experiencing any type of glitches with the Smart Plans, just please know that they are giving it a whole new interface. So right now, with the Smart Plans, when you usually go in to create a project, on the left-hand side is what the Smart Plan or the steps of the Smart Plan really is, and the steps that are involved. And on the right-hand side are still the widgets that you get to create the Smart Plan with. However, the Smart Plan with each of the steps, usually they're like the big boxes. So that way, if you have like a 20-step Smart Plan, and you needed to like rearrange the steps in order, they only give you like the up and down green arrows to like move
Yeah.
those around. Now they're just gonna be like, as you see in the picture, like the long rectangles, and you're gonna be able to click, drag and drop them. And if you have to edit a specific box, you just click on it to show, and then you will be able to edit all the content inside, making it a whole lot easier and user friendly.
Who do we thank for this? Gary, send him a love note, or?
Thank the agents. I mean, we heard you loud and clear, and Gary did mention though, during family reunion that they know what they did, and it could have just been like a lack of, knowledge with the technology, but they came around to realize it and they're going to fix it. And they're going to be fixing it a whole lot sooner than we think, because with these 50+ tech updates, like these are the most amount of updates that have been released, in the shortest period of time in KWRI history, which is phenomenal too, knowing that they're recognizing all of this. All right, available now. You may have already noticed this too, but there's a new notification center. So you're going to notice it looks just like on the KW Command mobile app. You're going to be able to see all the tasks that you got notifications for. You are able to filter out the notifications based on different categories. So you're going to get notifications for contacts, tasks, command email, opportunities, compliance, campaigns, text and calls, listings, and so forth. You do have the ability to mark those notifications as read and unread. So that way you can definitely, just pay attention to the things that are most important. You got the quick action links. You could filter by product, but you're also going to notice that you have the settings tool where you're going to be able to edit different types of notifications, which is available now. I'm not sure how many agents had a chance to go through the notifications, but I'm going to do a quick demo here. At the top right-hand corner, you're going to click on your picture. You're going to click on settings. And on the left-hand side, every agent under general settings now should have a notifications preferences. And what you're going to see when you click on the notifications preferences are the different categories of tasks, task notifications that you could receive based on the same ones that you can filter. So admins, campaigns, command emails, consumer notifications, contact notifications. You're going to be able to go inside of each one of these categories. And then you're going to see all the different types of notifications that you can receive under that specific category. Not only that, but towards the right-hand side, you'll have 3 different options of the type of notification that you can choose to receive. So one would be, I always want to receive this type of notification on the desktop in-app version. So every time I log into Command, I'll always get a notification of my bell icon at the top right. Or I can get 2 mobile types of notification. One is going to be the in-app notification, which you'll still get like the notification, but you won't see it until you actually go into the app and then see, oh, there's like a new notification next to the bell icon. Or you could do the mobile push notification, where it will show up on your phone like a text message, so that way you can act on it immediately. So some, agents, they only want to receive the notifications for like incoming referrals and leads, and then they'll probably silence some others. But with all these features that you have here and all the different options that you can choose from, you'll be able to filter out and not feel like you're bombarded by so many notifications, especially when a lot could be happening in the CRM system and your business. Sound cool? Awesome. Task unification. This is available now. So we have 2 different types of tasks. One type of task is pretty much one that you'll create for somebody in your database that you need to complete that task for. And then another one would be a specific task that would be linked to an opportunity. So in order to create a task that you would need to complete for somebody else, right now you would go to the tasks applet. If you needed to create a task for a specific transaction or opportunity, you would go to the opportunities applet to get that in. However, now what they were able to do, if you go to the tasks applet, now you can choose between linking the task to a specific opportunity or linking it to a contact in your database, letting you know that you need to complete this task for them at a specific day and time. They're also going to have enhanced filtering options, statuses, and actions. So that would include incorporating the opportunities into that. So that would be, you can filter out by the opportunity phase and stage, depending on where the task is located or what task needs to be completed in each phase and stage. You'll still have some of the ones that you're used to, like the priority level, the hyperlink, due date, time. If you're on a team, who is it assigned to that needs to complete it? But it's really just adding in that opportunity aspect to the filtering options. And then, of course, there's going to be the improved dashboard widget, which you pretty much already have seen on the homepage. And then if you just click on whether it's from the homepage or the task applet, you're going to see the completely more modernized look of it. And that's where you can keep track of your tasks, all of them unified. All right, this is pretty cool. Designs automation. So now we can pre-populate templates with listings and agent profile information. So there's fewer manual steps. We're going to do a demo of this to make it more user-friendly for everybody without you having to go in there and play around and making it look good to the eye, whatever flyers or social media that you're looking for. So inside of Command, we're going to go to the Designs applet. Then we're going to go to Create Design at the top right. You're going to notice that it says import photos and text from a listing down below. Just ignore that for right now, because pretty soon they're going to make it even easier for us than what I'm about to show you by directly importing from the MLS all your listing descriptions, photos, and text. But I'll show you how it is right now, which is still a little bit, which is still way better than what we were doing. Yep. So it's gonna, so if you, let's just say click on print, you're gonna click on continue. And it's going to load, of course, into your designs workspace. We're just gonna refresh that and pretend like that did not just happen. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Here came up. Come on, refresh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do it like one more time. If not, we could probably demo it on yours. Oh. All right, what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna use a different browser.
The data comes from.
Because that is what I do. All right. Designs. Create design, print. Gonna let it load for 1 second. And we're in.
Yay!
So on the left-hand side, we're able to see all the different categories, or, like pretty much, I call them categories and templates that you can use for your business. They now have added auto create at the top left, and they have a couple of different subjects: coming soon, for sale, just listed, open house, just sold. So if you wanted to do maybe a just listed flyer, you'll be able to go ahead and click on it. If you like one of the templates that's in front of you, you will be able to, at the top right-hand corner, click on auto. It looks like a little star, like a magic stick with a star. Or if you want the system to just generate flyers for all three, and then you determine what looks better, you can click on auto create at the top right.
You're not creating for all three?
Mhm.
That's crazy. I love it.
And the first question it's going to ask you is, what is the listing? So who has a listing in here that we can use?
You want to do 14 Fifth Street?
14 Fifth Street. 14. Siri, excellent. 14 Fifth Street. And that is in St. Augustine.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
It's 32080 if that'll help you.
32080.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 080.
Came up with it. Thought it was the second one of them.
Yeah, it was there before.
It was?
Before you put St. Augustine in, you started it and then it came up.
If anything happens with the address, always put in the MLS.
Right there.
Oh.
So it's on the left.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh, cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Right in front of my face, 14th Fifth. So then you select the listing. And then you're gonna click on continue. It tries to pull over as much details as possible, but let's just say you can put in the total square feet, maybe if it's like 2,000, home details. So usually you can copy and paste some of what you put in maybe the property description.
Like pool, elevator, or something like that. That's okay.
Correct. And then you see the images down below. This is IDX fed. So if you click on add an image, it automatically will pull from the MLS. It's not letting me scroll down, but I'm going to click on this image. I'll click on this one. Oh, I got a little bar here on the Safari. But I don't think anyone else would be having the same issues I do. And then when you click the photos, click on continue.
There's bins.
That's me. Yeah. So like in your assets, this pulls from like your marketing profile. So if you need to make any changes, just make sure it's changed in the marketing profile. So that way, or your assets too, instead of the designs applet. So that way you don't have to do this every time. Mine's like kind of a mess because I just use a bunch of tests and it's going to just generate the new content for you. And it
Wow.
gave me all of my flyers and my just listeds and my social media. So if I click on one, you'll still be able to take what was already generated and add more or make edits if you need to, but it alleviates you having to mess around with so many things. So all the information that's in your assets will populate over here. And then you'll be able to save it. Again, in the future, at some point, this is going to be like way later, but that import text and photos from directly from the MLS will just automatically just create them for you. It will even pull the listing description at some point, but at least it's still a little bit better than what we had before.
And so can you add branding into that somewhere? So like the colors come up in your color scheme?
Yeah, so when you mean like branding, you mean just
Well,
like,
instead of the red, can you put a different color back there?
yes,
Like your hex codes are logged loaded in
Your logo
somewhere.
colors,
yep.
as you would go in and now will it remember it once you load them into like a branding kit, or do you have to do it individually?
Yeah, so let me just not save this one. Let me show you something about the assets inside the designs applet or in the designs workplace. So at the very top, we've got assets. And so we got a couple of different categories here. So we got colors and fonts. So if there's a specific like color palette that you always want to use, you'll just be able to add it here and just mess around with it. Web fonts, you can upload a font. And of course you got your images, text, logos, which is pretty cool. I recommend just go around, like play with it.
Can we ever change the color of the KW logo? Like the writing, it's usually gray, red, or black.
Yeah,
Right.
so you have to be careful with changing the color of the KW logo. You got to get it like approved because I know there's things that you can and cannot do with the logo. I know the approved logos that we've got, it's the gray one, it's the red one, and the white one. And then I think there's white and black specifically for luxury if you're a luxury agent. And then there's things that you can and can't do with that, but we can reach out to, or I can reach out to compliance if there's anything specific that you're looking for or a specific color. But I always liked, if we're gonna change the color outside of those colors, I always like to just double check with like Connie or Jen, just to make sure that we're compliant. Yeah, because I know like with some logos or some companies, if you like alter it or something, like they like kind of forbid it, so. Better safe than sorry.
Once you have that design, let's say that you did a postcard, are you able to go ahead and send it to Real Mailer from there for print?
Yeah, you're able to order printing
Okay,
now, or you can get prints delivered.
okay.
And so they have that, so like when you're in the actual workspace, it would say in the very top right, almost like in the same section where you download it, it says like order printing. Which is kind of cool. I haven't, but there was an agent in Jacksonville, Southside that wanted to do it. Selena, I think, from the Kavanaugh team. It's Selena, yes. I always have to backtrack my memory if you want to reach out to her, but she ordered like, I think, like 10 or 15 of something. So,
What, postcards? Or
I don't think it
through Real
was,
Mailer?
Right?
yeah, yeah, I think it was, I think she may have been doing like flyers at the time, but still you can take like a postcard template and still order printing from that too. Yeah.
We use Real Mailer for
Yeah.
the cards.
Mhm.
You could do one card or 1,000, whatever you want. They're beautiful. One of the questions that we have is like, we like to use the large one.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, we haven't been able to do our postcards in command because the biggest postcard size was like 4x6.
No, the biggest one is by like a 9x12, I think. Yeah, the jumbo.
like us?
Yes.
Mhm.
Through, okay.
Yeah, I have been.
It's, but the template is in command?
Well, okay. No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Here's the thing, those templates are real generic, they're not what you guys are using, so here's what we do. I have the template built in Canva,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
Okay.
so.
That's, yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
wanted
so
to-
Nicole just goes in and blah, 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 downloads it, and then you upload
Upload.
it into
Okay.
command, it's really, it's
Mhm.
actually
Okay.
not a big deal, and it looks better.
Yeah, right, right.
But then you're not able to use the design tools
Well. I
for
mean,
the
you
auto
could-
populate.
You could, you could, but you're still probably.
Better off, yeah.
I think, because the templates that are in command right now, I think, if I remember correctly, you're right, they're the smaller ones.
Yeah,
But I'm just gonna say, I didn't like any of the designs. that
Right,
well,
okay.
right? So they might be easy peasy, but the
okay.
designs are a little.
But usually too, if it's like for a listing, I mean, it's really just taking the one picture, putting it on the front.
Yeah.
When you do the custom size, we just want to make sure that they're like the right pixels. Don't do it by the inches, do it by the pixels. That's what I noticed. And then on the back would just be maybe like a description of the property. It could be like simple copy and paste. But if you do need assistance with that, that's something Julia can definitely step in with,
Okay.
or if you can grab me, I mean, that's like 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
We've made huge progress and our next goal was to move the card into Canva.
Yeah.
Because InDesign's a little tricky to navigate. Okay, thank you.
All right, let's keep on trucking. We still have so much more to go through. Designs for teams. So any agent that's on a team pretty soon, towards the end of the month, you're gonna be able to access team projects inside of the Designs applet. There's also gonna be permission levels that the Rainmaker is gonna be able to set for the members of the team. You're gonna be able to create libraries and folders. Their ideal vision for the Designs applet is to make it just like Canva. But the more user-friendly that it could be, the better. But one step at a time with that. So just know that the templates will be accessed to all team members. It'll be pretty much working on group projects from your own individual login. And it enables the consistent branding too, without, having to worry if you're working on a project and the Rainmaker wants to see it. You don't have to go through the process of downloading, sending, emailing it. They could just go in and see it, making it user-friendly and easy. New AI-powered paid ads coming towards the end of the month or the beginning of April. You're going to be able to generate more leads for less. So right now, we just have the Facebook and the Instagram. We were able to fix, not fix, but we were able to talk to Google. We finally got the contract together. So Google AdWords will be added to the Command CRM database where our agents can get the Google paid search ads for a cheaper price than doing it directly through Google, just like with the Facebook ads, how our agents get it for the cheaper price than actually doing them through Facebook. Also too, they've gotten rid of Twitter, eliminated it. I didn't know any agent within the Atlantic Partners Group, at least, that was doing any type of ads on Twitter. If you were, I do apologize, but they replaced Twitter and invested that time and energy into TikTok ads. Also, retargeting is going to be one of the items that I'd love to do a workshop on and maybe experiment with a couple of agents who are willing to. But basically, if you don't know what retargeting is for social media, the concept will be we advertise a listing like how we usually would for a Facebook ad. The consumer goes onto Facebook, they either click on the ad or they scroll past it. The AI algorithm or artificial intelligence will be able to track their activity even when they leave Facebook. So if they end up going to Zillow.com or Realtor.com to do any type of property searches, once they return back to Facebook, they will see an ad for a listing automatically created with you as the agent as the person advertising it, and that would fit the description of what they were actually looking for. So the reason why it's going to be more beneficial to do the retargeting is because sometimes when we do a Facebook ad and it's for a listing, it may not be exactly what the consumer was looking for. We all know that we could still help them out with, finding another property, but in the internet leads eyes, any little thing will just drive them away, or they're quick to just say, I'm not interested. But if we're able to like retarget that ad where they see the ad on Facebook when they return back to Facebook, and it's for a listing that they actually want, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your listing, it could be any agent's listing, all the communication gets rerouted back to you and your website and all of that.
No matter where they go, whether it's Zillow, Realtor,
Mhm.
LinkedIn,
Yep.
it'll come back.
Yep.
It's kind of like when you look at Amazon and then you go into your email and it shows up there as an ad.
Yeah, or
That
like
same type of concept.
Or like how we were talking about, like how our phone is listening to us, and when you go onto Facebook, you see an ad of something that you thought about, not necessarily talked about. It's interesting. I mean, I think technology and the power of artificial intelligence, which is, we're gonna be talking about artificial intelligence in command, with the features that are coming towards the end of the year, which is gonna be huge, which I think you're gonna find the most interesting. But yeah, I mean, being able to retarget, being able to do the TikTok ads, the Facebook ads, and the Google paid search ads, I think are gonna elevate everything. Even doing retargeting with Google paid search ads, redirecting them back to your website with everything being integrated, you're gonna be able to do ads through your website. So we're gonna get to that. Okay, the number one requested feature in 2022 is the transaction summary sheet. So you're going to be able to export the transaction info from opportunities to share with clients, vendors, and other parties to the transaction, fully customizable. So pretty much any information that you see in the opportunities details tab, that's going to be able to be exported. Also, your documents that are inside each of the folders you can export them into zip files. So you have all the information that you need in case you need it to export.
Like whatever you send to Jan for compliance, you'll be able to export like surveys or whatever. So
Yeah.
So
Well,
this is contact information, is that what it is, or?
yeah, so what they have here in the image would be like the opportunity created date, enroll date, appointment date, agreement one date, transaction dates specifically for home
So
inspection.
this would be like to send to a closing agent or,
Mhm.
right, is that, okay, I think that's how, because I'm trying to figure out, maybe like Frank, like, why?
Or is it, yeah, why, yeah.
We're looking for.
Yeah,
Or is it
I mean,
like the schedule that you send out.
or it could be for vendors, or they also have like offer terms to the cash, sale price, option fee. Don't know exactly why. I just know there was a lot of agents were,
That's why I'm sitting here going, wait a second, I didn't think I needed this, why do I need this?
might need it one day, I don't know. But it says, I mean, you could probably use it for, where it says clients, vendors, and other parties to the transaction. Just having all the information about the specific transaction and then the offers, the commissions, how it's gonna be completely customizable. And then being able to, you know, and then exporting your documents into a zip folder. It's kind of like a compiled package.
Feature.
Mhm.
That would have been what I would have.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here with it, kind of going, wait, I'm not even sure what this does for me, but it's like the.
But is, when you're saying you're able to put stuff on the zip file, are those documents that you might have uploaded to?
Correct.
that?
Mhm.
So,
Say.
Mhm.
right, so that would be brilliant, right? So,
Pulling it out. And the.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
It basically take your whole deal.
Put it in a zip. Yeah.
And it's all in writing.
It's not.
Mhm.
Pretty good summage.
Correct. Mhm.
So you can attach what's in there and then send it.
Yeah, because it's gonna be completely customizable.
Yeah, so it's like a closing binder.
Mhm.
Boom.
Exactly.
All right.
right?
That's cool.
Are you satisfied?
Beginning, and I was like, cause I always send out like what we did where I send out the date, when everything goes and it changes color as things get done.
Mm.
I couldn't understand why we're putting everything else with it.
Awesome.
So you'd be able to customize whatever you want to send as a zip file, so if you wanted to send contract, you know what I mean, whatever documents, you'd be able to,
Well, then you just put it onto a zip drive and you give it as a closing gift.
yeah.
Tied to a
Mhm.
bottle of wine.
You know? With a bow.
That way they have everything in one spot,
Yeah.
just on a drive. I like the ones now that we've been doing with the card, it's the size of your credit card, and in case of emergency, you just drop it in your wallet. You have all your documents right there.
Awesome. Opportunity detail redesign, so that's coming soon. You may have already noticed some changes in the opportunities applet, but they're gonna be adding more specific details. So you're gonna be able to add the time frame, the appointment scheduled, appointment date or photography date, target live date, listing expiration date, mutual acceptance date, home inspection date,
You can do all that now?
or
coming
coming
soon.
soon, yep. And then they're probably gonna have a couple of others too, so just be on the lookout for that, so there'll be more key dates in the details tab. All right, Command Mobile new releases. With the KW Command Mobile app, especially when it comes to opportunities, you have access to this now. You can drag and drop the functionality of your opportunities based on how you filter them too, but also right now with the KW Command Mobile app, you could just view the details and the tasks of each opportunity. You do have the ability to still create an opportunity at the bottom right. And then of course, there's like the new search and filters if you need to filter out your opportunities in any specific way. Also available now, we got on the dashboard, we have two features. One is going to be the tour requests. And the other is going to be client inquiries. So with tour requests, for any consumer that is using the personal app URL that they use to search for homes, there's a feature inside the personal app when they're looking at listings where they can request a tour of the home. If that's the case and they're signed up on your app, you'll automatically get a push notification if you have that set up right into the KW Command mobile app. And then you can go in, click on this tour request and see exactly which client it was and what home or property that they want to tour. Also too, with the client inquiries, same thing. So like while the consumers on the personal app, they're viewing properties. If they have a question about any specific property, usually on the bottom right, it says ask your agent. And so if they fill out that, like the notes or that form, it will automatically send and you'll get a push notification saying that there's a client inquiry waiting for you. You can immediately go into your KW Command mobile app and view what the question was, and then you'll be able to get back to them at an appropriate time. So view the list of clients and requested tours from the KW Consumer app, and then view the client sending you questions from the KW Consumer app. The dashboard, just like on the homepage inside of Command, you still got your profit share, year over year, current year total, lifetime total, and downline number of participants.
Can I do a really crazy question back with these screens?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so they request a tour, it notifies you.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, our app is supposed to be able to alleviate going in and out of the MLS. can showing time be tagged to that? So you can actually see it and request it all in one shot without having to change apps.
Yeah, definitely. And then they have available timeframes for you. So this one in this example, Saturday, June 19th in the morning, afternoon or evening. I guess the way that Texas has it set up, but this is for like 211 Winridge, St. Augustine, you can view details. So there'll be more options with that.
Okay.
Cool. All right, in the KW Command mobile app, you now have access to your own digital business card. So if you go into the KW Command mobile app, you'll click on the tab at the very top. It will automatically display your business card. Anybody that scans it, it will automatically open up their contacts or their phone contacts with all your profile information that's located inside your marketing profile. So if you have your social medias, your websites, phone number, email, name, all of that stuff that you have in there will automatically go into the person's phone contacts without you having to worry about, manually putting them in or doing an extra click. It just automatically opens up their phone contacts. You just click save and it's there.
Good on Androids and Apple.
Good on Androids and Apple.
And we don't have to create the QR code box. It's already linked in there for
Correct.
each and one of us. So we
Absolutely.
just have to update, make sure our branding is what we want.
Perfect. Yep. Just as is. Add as many details as you want about yourself.
Yeah, I try to live quietly.
In the Command app, coming soon, you're going to be able to import your phone contacts, whether it's from Android or from Apple. So I know right now with some of the importing, especially when it comes to the phone contacts, like I know a couple like SA Contacts Lite or with the Command or with the Apple, you can go into your iCloud and save. But some of those methods can require a cost after like the first 50 contacts or something. Being able to import contacts directly from the KW Command mobile app, you'll be able to select the contacts you want to import, and then later on you'll be able to clean them up. I am not 100% sure if you're able to add tags at that time when you're selecting the contacts to import, but you will be able to soon. KW Marketplace, new releases. So the KW Marketplace, there were 17 million API nation requests, integration requests. 140 plus integrations have dropped in the marketplace, which is available now. I haven't gotten a chance to go through all of them, but feel free to explore. Really, the API nation, those integrations are really used to connect applications together to make your life a lot easier, whether it comes to like leads or for marketing or for your website. Honestly, not everything in the marketplace is free. There may be like a small cost associated with some of them. However, usually one of the big, applications that we may use to connect other additional platforms with each other would be Zapier. But again, they are going to be implementing some type of cost after X amount of leads. So it's always better to compare pricing, and exactly how many leads your business does receive will determine what decisions you may make. There's 53 command integration, 43 e-commerce integrations. So I just feel free with this one, just go ahead and explore and, the marketplace. If you don't know where the marketplace is, if you go into command, right next to the notifications bell icon on the left, there's the marketplace tab, and you can search for whatever it is that you're looking for. Next one, Connect, new releases. So the first one being, remember when we were trying to go into Connect, inside of Command, we have this Connect tab. Before it was like a rocket saying like, hey, we're launching a new product. Now that product has been completely released. If you click on Connect, it's going to be good for two specific items. On the left-hand side, you got your two applets. One is going to be for learning and education. The other one will be for events. They have taken all the resources. Let's just take education and learning, for example. They have taken all the resources across any different websites you may be attracting them from when it comes to education, putting them all into one place, making it much easier for you to keep track of your own specific education They let you filter out the different types of education based on price, based on what your needs are, based on what you're looking for, that would be suitable to you. So you got 3 tabs. One is the learning home. And it says I haven't started anything yet, which is perfectly fine, but they give you some quick links: Ignite, Bold, build a 100K pipeline in 90 days with Command. This is free. So you got free stuff, you got price stuff. The school is cool, become a KWU faculty member, leverage, financials in a shift, book clubs, on-demand series, conversations, command tips from the pros. You can discover learning by browsing all. They have different categories. They got book clubs, they got topics for buyers, command, conversations, daily habits, your finances, growth opportunities, KW culture. A lot of this stuff is virtual, some of it's going to be in person. KW Maps coaching, and then KW University courses all in one place, in order alphabetically. So they got your growth, they got the shift, they got the leverage series, they got the MREA. If you're interested in any one of these topics, you are literally able to click on the save or bookmark icon. It looks like a ribbon type of icon, almost like a rectangle, but it has like the up on the bottom. And then once you click on all your saved ones, you can go under the tab My Learning, and you'll be able to see everything that you specifically bookmarked, your continued learning. So like anything that you started but haven't completed yet, and then everything that you've completed within the KWU University. There's lots of videos, there's lots of recordings that you can take advantage of, all available to you. You also have your events applet. So these are going to be all the events happening in order, based on date. So the next one coming up, March 9th, which would be, I believe, today through tomorrow, build the 100K pipeline, protect your profit. These are all KWRI national events. There's always a register button next to it. So you can get more details on like what the pricing would be. More details below, which would be pretty much like a paragraph or additional information about what the class is about. And then you'll be able to filter your options based on the type of events that you're looking for. Got free, under 100, 500 plus, start date, end date, event type, virtual, in-person, hybrid, and so forth. Sound pretty cool?
Super clean, huh?
Oh yeah, much cleaner. And what their goal is to eventually just phase out mykw.kw.com, put everything into just KW Connect. Again, incorporate it into your command, everything that you need on the go in one
Boom.
place. And that includes your continuing
That's the
learning.
next question, because right now when they're doing
Mm.
sort of, company-wide, videos, or, you know, they're still doing that on the other, like the streaming, for example, of family reunion was done on the old.
Yes,
And it looks like they still have.
the mega
that,
camp stuff and then.
So, but at some point, the intent is to sunset that
Mhm.
and pull that in. Okay, but right now, we're gonna have to do both.
A little bit, yeah, but they've integrated a whole lot more. I'm not sure if you got a chance to
So much
explore this
easier to
one.
navigate.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
I'm-
It's like right there in front of your face. I'm like, if I need just something on the MREA, I could just easily search it
Right.
without going into the actual KW Connect. And I'm like, where do I find this? And what?
Oh, that was a disaster. The
Yeah.
search feature in that old one was terrible.
It's over now.
Great.
So that takes care of the Connect Learning and the Connect Events. Connect Search, which is what we just went over. Consumer new releases.
Yeah.
I know you're getting ready to go, but you're not going to want to miss these 2 features that we get to at the end. Yeah. So the completely reimagined KW.com websites, end-to-end homeowner experience, insightful educational materials and tools, quality lead capture and delivery. So you're going to have what you see here in the picture. The websites are going to be completely remodeled or enhanced is what we call them. The top right-hand corner where you used to have that drop-down menu with your other pages, that's going away, and all your pages will be spread across the top in a professional manner. You're going to be able to customize your homepage and add videos if you'd like to. Your featured properties are going to be adding more details. to it. And then the other thing, just from this specific slide, they have buy, rent, find an agent. But I'll go into the other features because there's other slides for it. The world-class search, whenever they do property searches, they're gonna mimic this search like the MLS, so they go more in depth, more powerful experiences, agent insights through client activity, so you'll be able to keep track of them again, whether they're on your website, neighborhood nurture, or personal app, all the activity. And they'll probably be doing more safe searches because they're going to include more filters and more details on these properties. Basically mimicking the MLS. Like we probably won't need an MLS anymore because all of our information comes from every MLS across the nation, all the details now. Keller exclusives. So what they're also going to be doing with the listings applet inside of Command is they're going to help you leverage the off-market properties. So for like pocket listings, this will be for Keller Williams only. So it's going to be a place where you're going to be able to put your coming soon listings. So if you're able to close a transaction sooner with another KW agent before it hits the market, you'll have the ability to do that legally.
Doesn't have a problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somehow hear Lee's voice in the back of my head.
Deliver the added value to your clients.
So that'll be nationwide,
All the only Keller Williams agents though,
Hell,
for that
that's-
one. Now, the regular listings applet in Command, you have access to all the listings, no matter what company or MLS. It's just for the pocket listings or the coming soon. It's just, that would just be Keller Williams only.
That point, we don't have to pay an immigrant fee.
I know. So like, are you gonna have to? It's like, are you even gonna need the MLS anymore? Okay,
We should have been vendors for decades.
I know. I remember the stories of like with the MLSs that they used to have a book and you had to like go and.
Just before you were born.
I know, right? I'm like, I'm hearing all these horror stories. I'm gonna.
Honestly, it wasn't that long ago, you know, MLS was supposed to be.
They were still out in 2013 when we moved down here.
Oh, wow.
It's not been that long ago.
Mm,
Zillow is what changed and pushed the technology online.
mhm.
We just were drug along, kicking and screaming, apparently.
The future is here.
I love it.
Expand your reach, more lead generation tools.
Still need long to board. Doesn't alleviate the board, right?
We're a little premature for that, and I think that I do.
It's a step in the right direction, right?
So, yeah, I really do.
And then what would you use as your contract? Bar is the state contract and no more need bar?
Well, you know,
We'll get into that. We got so much more to get there.
I just want to see savings.
Agent sites. So you're gonna be able to generate open house lead capture. You're gonna have like lead capture forms for, you know, your open houses that will be attached to your websites, almost like landing pages. It will say like, welcome to the property, your full name or their full name, phone number, email addresses, like sign-in sheets.
Like
Oh.
digital sign-in sheets.
Mhm.
that you have?
Absolutely. And then you're also gonna be able to put on the agent sites your preferred vendors,
That's awesome.
your specific ones. Home valuation tools now gonna
Yeah.
be integrated into the website. So the way that this is going to work, the consumer is gonna be able to put in their address, their first name, last name. You get notified when they put that in. The home valuation tool itself is gonna be the one to automatically send them what you kind of see here in this screen, like a market estimate of what their home is worth, gives details, and it even provides some comps. So then it'll give you leverage to reach out to them and see if they have any questions about this. But now we don't have to seek out to the MLS to integrate a widget. We don't have to pay a third-party source for this. It's now all going to be compatible mobile and on the website.
And this is by 1st of April, mid-April, whatever. This will
Correct.
be- Wow.
All of this so far.
So it's almost like this estimate.
It's better than a Zestimate.
Quick plan on just reline value.
Correct, yeah, it's gonna be like RPR, but however, I did notice though, because they leave such a gap with
Yeah, I
like
was
the
gonna say, it's
price.
gonna be huge and wide.
Yeah, and so,
It's just to start a conversation. right?
yeah, it's really just to start the
You'll still see
conversation.
Top number and call.
But they do go through, it's linked, it's IDX fed to you, so like they link it to the MLS. Somehow they have access to the MLS information where they kind of generate that market estimate. If we want to refer to it as like as estimate, I mean, I just feel like as estimate, it's not like accurate, whereas this is giving you like more of a broader range where you can make that accurate the way you need it to be. Command MC releases, that's really for leadership. But we can see who's a luxury agent. We can keep track of all the agents inside of the administration tool. If you need to have any requests, we'll be able to act on it a lot quicker. All right, what's next on the horizon with power of data and AI? So 2 features that are coming out. This is these features that I talk about right here, like end of the year. So the first one, they are coming out with artificial intelligence, where it's going to be able to scan your entire database and let you know, based on all the contacts, who is going to be willing to sell or buy within the next 12 months. They call it like predicting the sale. So every company will be in the data business. So the person behind this project, the lead technology strategist, he worked at Domino's, and he was the inventor of the Domino's tracker that were
Genius, which is
Yes.
big time.
where we could predict when we were going to receive our pizza. So he's going to he's taking that technology, bringing it over to Keller Williams, and they're focusing on the purpose, value, and prediction. So the purpose of this is to help our agents grow their business by engaging the right contacts at the right time. And then the value, the contacts who have the highest likelihood of selling their homes in the next 12 months. Prediction, which contacts to choose using the likelihood to sell AI algorithm, which is what they're working on. So it's just artificial intelligence will be able to predict all of this and spit it out to you.
So it seems, and we're way ahead of it, but it seems like that's gonna be contingent on a certain amount of information that we've put into the plan, right? I mean,
Correct.
you can't just put a name and phone number in it.
I was just gonna say.
Exactly.
I was compiling the rest of it.
It's also gonna like record like a little bit of what they were saying behind closed doors. It was gonna like record like your interactions too. So like everything in the timeline card's gonna have a factor to it. And then also like the activity, since it tracks your activity, especially for those contacts that are signed up on your app. You can, if they're viewing listings, if they're creating saved searches, it will detect a lot of that stuff.
Probably check what they're doing on Facebook, or, you know what I mean, are they going to realtor.com or Zillow or,
Especially if they're doing the retargeting.
yeah.
So it might be.
That'll be a
really-
factor.
Might be a really good idea to like do a campaign to get people on your app.
Mhm.
Let you get
Yes.
that information.
And we already got, I pulled that smart plan. I have like group of smart plans that were the most successful, which we'll get.
The monthly
Mm.
neighborhood, on that note, the monthly neighborhood nurture is absolutely key in that, because that's what I'm already seeing. People are getting into my app
Mhm.
because of.
The
they're
monthly.
looking at it. They've always been.
Email, they can do it.
Yeah. So that's a really quick and easy way of getting your database into your app. Now that it's linking them into the app, because it confused me for a minute. I was like, why are they all of a sudden in my app? And
Exactly.
they're coming through it in the monthly neighborhood nurture. So start with that. That's a really quick, easy.
And that's one of the agents in Daytona, she had like a database of 5,000, but she was getting like notifications because I would help her with like some ads and stuff like that. And I'm like, where are these notifications coming from? And they were just like, you know, people like, I guess being nosy, you know, they want to like view, but they don't know that you know. Like
I see you looked at 123.
I know, exactly. It's like, how can I help you with that?
Because it was such a crucial activity and I didn't understand that that's what was happening. I was like.
Well, not only that too, but the customer or the lead actually reached out to the agent saying like, hey, would you, or responded back, can you put me on this safe search, you know, or can you add me to this neighborhood? Even though they could do it themselves, it's kind of good that the conversation's there, you know?
I can help.
The second piece of artificial intelligence, some of you may have already have heard of it, but ChatGPT.
Jasper,
No, it's better than Jasper. It's wild. We're gonna pull an example here. So basically the whole concept is with ChatGPT, it's automated artificial intelligence. It will write your listing descriptions for you. It will write a biography about you, give you some social media content. We're gonna test it out today. The artificial intelligence, they're gonna incorporate the ChatGPT into command like later throughout the year. But in the meantime, there is a website or a link that you should all take down. For the chat GPT, so you can all sign up and create an account. No, I don't want to charge the storm. I want, even though we're charging the storm, but chat GPT, okay. So it's chat.openai.com/chat. And it's gonna open up just like this. And we're gonna show an example here.
Well, you'll have to create an account first.
Yes, you would have to create an account first,
But then it looks like.
but then it looks like this. That's correct. Please, right? I always say please because you never know in the future what the technology is going to do to us.
It's the same thing.
Please write a listing description for. How about we do an actual live example with someone who has a listing inside this room to see if it would be accurate.
Do you want to do the 14th Street? I'm sorry,
No, go.
1415,
14th Street.
14 Street,
Yeah.
St.
I
Augustine.
mean, I
You
used
do
to, I,
have to add more detail, like it doesn't go out and go, oh.
it's.
Well, not that, not as.
32080.
Not as much as you think.
2-0-8-0.
Because ChatGPT is based on only up to 2021 information. Right, so
Oh,
that's what
geez.
they use to build it, so they may not, I wouldn't presume that they can actually see that listing.
Let's see what happens.
Because that's a 2022 home, so there has no history at all.
How many bedrooms and bathrooms does it have?
It's a
4-bedroom, 3.5. No, 4-bedroom.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
4-bedroom, 3.5, 4 bedrooms. And 3.5 bathrooms, and does it have a pool?
yep.
Yes.
It has. Gorgeous pool.
So you don't like
and-
Jasper?
Well, watch this.
Okay.
Is it in a beautiful neighborhood?
Yeah. Beach neighborhood.
Elevator, yeah.
Gorgeous views from both of them.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put in this sentence. I'm gonna say, please write a listing description for 14 Fifth Street, St. Augustine, Florida, 32080. It has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms, it has a gorgeous pool and a beautiful beach neighborhood and an elevator.
Boom.
Watch this. Right now, it's digging into all your listing information. Here it goes. Hmm. It's just gonna start typing. So cool.
Going.
And going and going and going, and you let me know if this is accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness. Damn stuff.
Well, wait a minute, but right now, this is retrieving from the listing we did, right?
I don't think so.
Whoa, I
No.
don't,
Because
Maybe.
if you go back to that
Juice
homepage,
dipping,
of
juice for you,
ChatGPT,
you will be
it says
rated.
it has very limited knowledge after.
let it
So
go.
but it might just be.
Hey, Vince, you have to write it again.
Doesn't
and
have
see
to
the
get real.
What? Okay,
Because it'll, if sometimes they tell you use
Doesn't have to
3.
get real.
and
Used to
you
read.
Nothing I'm aware of.
every time.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
So
your.
it's just making up shit at this point.
It's what we do anyways, right?
That's the important thing is that you edit it here.
Does it have a gas grill?
You can see how it's talking about it.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, so. the
Better
third
double check
time,
that.
you'll
I'm
do
kidding.
it. You can choose that it's mastered or.
So it's doing it like a restaurant.
That's what we need then.
I mean, that is,
Yeah, for Jasper.
yeah, I was talking to Kristen about that. Kristen, you talk about that.
So what is your talking? It,
Yeah.
well, right, and they'll ask you to do the first couple of times, you think that's great. And it watches like your wording, like you'll tell it which words you like as you start to copy and paste and pull it and shrink it down. It starts to remember what you like.
It's important that you edit from here.
Yeah,
Because that's how you train it to speak like you.
and then you say,
Mm.
do it again and do it again. Like, we did it, and I needed we got like, I don't know, 5 paragraphs, and I needed 160 characters, or wrote it down to 1 sentence.
Yeah.
Say, there's no macro,
Yeah.
or can you
Sale.
please update this paragraph to blah, blah, blah. Or like-
Exactly.
Or like. Chris
I mean, but
said,
this is
just, can you
like-
do it? Just say, redo it.
And
then
with how little
it-
detail.
and
If you look at- towards the picture,
Right, the one that you picked
It's searching
is the one
something.
that's
It's gotta be, I mean, it's kind of flat screen.
Mhm.
But that's an existing
Yeah.
thing, right?
Now,
Yeah.
have that, you can say, okay, can you redo,
Doing one that.
you know, like.
And then you can always take this and use it as a template,
You.
and then you could, edit how you wish, but at least like,
We've got one that's going up.
Yeah, putting it under, I'm checking it out.
And you'll get all of that. Boom, 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 right from this.
Trudy, how long have you been in real estate for?
30 years.
Been in real estate for 30 years.
Is that at birth or what?
And loves people. All right, let's see what type of bio it writes about Trudy, based on the details that we have. All right, Trudy, who are you? A dedicated and experienced real estate professional.
Starting off strong.
So anybody who wants to get rid of their Scott Lorry marketing, bio,
This is the place to
something
do it,
unique.
right?
This is this is where to do it. All right, Trudy's work ethic is second to none, and she is known for her tireless efforts in serving her clients. She goes above and beyond to ensure that every transaction is, dang, Trudy. You want me to copy and paste this to you?
Time.
You want me to send this to you via email?
Places. She is an active member of her community and always looking for ways to give back.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that true of everybody sitting there?
It doesn't.
I don't know. I guess, I'm like, I guess.
So you could probably say and redo it, and this, delete that.
That's right. Can you
Yep.
talk about line, mortgage?
Being, mortgage background and
Mm.
commerce, and
Yeah.
add a few more things and see how it looks.
See what it- yeah.
Can you add
A
for
lot of it's kind
mortgage?
of guessing at something, like I
Some
just
of
did
it's
one
vague.
for,
Yeah.
we have a listing going up today in Buffalo. I just wrote, please write a for sale listing description for 787 Revere Avenue, the full address. 2-bedroom, 2-bath ranch, large family room, hardwoods under carpet, 2-tier deck outside, great shed with electric. That's all I wrote. And it's got like 4 paragraphs.
Yeah.
And it's,
But it added. a
it's well
basement.
done. It did say it has a basement. It doesn't. So you definitely gotta check it, but it's.
I mean, hey, 99% there.
I'm not sure the sharp, I like to edit, I hate to create.
Exactly, the creation is done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a class soon about how to utilize Chat GPT to maximize your business. Oh, yeah.
Because there's been,
Set up an account.
well, right where it says, about your industry background mortgages.
I mean, that's actually perfect. Now, see, I'm all about this now.
Where is that?
Secondary.
She understands the complex-
Oh, gotcha.
Unique perspective on the home buying process. She understands the complexities of the mortgage application process. We guide our clients through the financial aspects of buying a home. She's built a strong relationship with local lenders and help her find the best finance. I love that. Keep that.
You want me to copy and paste it?
Yes. Yeah,
Look at that.
take that one and then ask it, copy and paste it, and then ask it to tweak it a third time.
There you go.
So I'm gonna send this to Trudy real quick, and then we're gonna do one more example, and that's gonna be for your social media.
The other thing, yeah, I was just gonna say, the other thing that I've noticed, and since you guys are also using it, is that it saves your,
On the left.
yes.
Mine hasn't been
Yes.
saving though lately. It wants me to upgrade to Plus now to do that.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, they're coming to get us. So by the time Chat GPT or whatever starts really charging like full time for all this, we should have that technology integrated within Command, but at least we've got.
Play around with it now, right?
Exactly,
You can do this in Canva
with the magic.
with, yeah, Magic Writes.
Magic Writes.
And in documents. So that's another resource that I do so much in Canva. so-
I noticed that, but I have. When you went, oh, also in the Wix site, if you have that for your website, it's got that integrated too.
Yes.
When you go to edit your content and ask, you want to do AI.
So the next holiday coming up is St. Patrick's Day. So if you needed we can automatically create graphics now. There's templates for that in Canva, but if you need to know like what to say or something creative that not everyone else is saying, You could just ask realtor social media content for St. Patrick's Day. It will automatically pull the best hashtags to use for your
That's
business. So that way you could just copy and
Hmm.
paste and just
It's not easy.
let it do itself.
That's awesome.
It's gonna go on.
There we go. So we got like 5 going. Wishing you a happy and prosperous St. Patrick's Day. Let's work together to make your real estate dreams. I like
See,
it.
I do this on Google now, you know what I mean? That's what I'll type in
Oh
like
no,
sample realtor for St. Patty's Day, and then I get,
start taking your
I know,
thoughts out of
of
Google and
course.
put them into this.
right?
Like,
Then we have ChatGPT retweet.
All that.
what is it,
I know.
optimization, like, are they including that kind of stuff? Like,
Yeah, with the hashtags for sure. And then I don't know if the order matters, like if number 1 is the most effective one.
right.
I don't know that one. I just know that the hashtags were correct when I did the hashtag verification.
How many years before it replaces real estate?
Ooh, okay. How many years
That little blurb.
until intelligence
Richard,
replaces real estate agent?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you can.
That
do it-
happened
you can
last
do
year.
word
Yes.
references. You can also do a 400 word.
I
script
know.
or 400, yeah, like you can make it,
Or you can tell
Yeah.
it to not plagiarize your report.
Yeah.
So that way, you can just let the report go out. I did it, the history of St. Patrick's Day. I'm like, just let that go, put on the vacuum and be back later. All right, let's see what it says.
We did a.
It's difficult to print.
Exactly when, or even if completely.
that's right, it does.
Good.
Well, okay,
Not that cocky.
excuse me, how would artificial intelligence replace real estate agents? I mean, I see that all the time, they're like, when is this computer gonna be able to, walk someone through a home or?
Well,
When it starts to get
negotiate a
feelings.
deal?
And that's what's scary.
Time wants to go on the board, comes a lot, we walk through with the board.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna tell you, like,
That'll make me happy, I don't wanna have to.
Yeah, just call us when you need.
during family reunion, I ended up, it was like the Friday that I got there. I was tired. It was like 8 o'clock at night, but it was really like 11 o'clock here. There was like nothing on TV, but then there was like this movie called Margot or something. And she's like artificial intelligence or whatever. And she was like killing people in like this big old house. And then there was like these spring breakers that went in there and she was acting like she was friendly and fun and helpful. And then she started using all these like pieces of technology, like the pool stuff to like kill these people. And then like, oh, what happened to so-and-so? And she'd be like, oh, don't worry, he's just sleeping right now or something like that.
Floating.
Called the Terminator.
Yes, or iRobot and Smart House and all of that. Okay, so that was the first class. Who's ready to go into more stuff? I know it's 2:27. If you have to go, it's completely okay, because if it's just better, I have all the notes typed up anyway. Everything that you need, I'm really just gonna go through them one by one.
You sent that to us already, didn't you? I think you did.
Yes.
We were talking, yeah.
Yep, so I'm just gonna go, if you want, I'll just like send my notes out.
Are you gonna send them to all the
Yeah.
realtors?
Ready? Oh, to everybody,
Mhm. The whole entire market
I
center.
love it.
I probably just point out, I mean, like some of the other classes, you don't really. They're pretty like straightforward, but I probably will go through. There's this one class I took, the Online Advantage or Infinite Lead Source. So. The average spend on a lead is $26 an ad. The best results include ads that retarget. Retargeting will put the right properties in front of the right people at the right time. There's a misconception that agents should be saving money right now and pulling back, but now is actually the time where you should be spending more on online leads. The first person to contact an online lead has an 84% chance of getting the business. They have a 4-step process of finding the lead, follow up with the lead using effective smart plans, the scripting, and the mindset. My real big takeaway from this specific class was the fact that one of the panelists, he's from Chicago, and he was spending money on some, thank you so much, on some online ads. he was able to get a CEO from like a different state, like a big investor. And the panelists asked him like, so why did you choose to work with me? You know, and he said, well, I don't want anyone knowing my business. It's just better with me and all the investments that I want to put my money towards. Like, I don't want to, you know, deal or work with anybody that's kind of like around me or anyone who knows my business. So he ended up doing a good job with him, and he ended up, the CEO referred him more business. So now the panelists, you know, entire sphere is 70% built off of, you know, the online leads that he got. So he was able to grow that into his sphere. And then I got a couple of stats. 68% of opportunities take place after the first call, 25% of opportunities take place after the fourth call. The key really is to not stop following up and to be persistent and put in the work and be adamant about it. The smart plans for the follow-up that they talk about, because there are some details in there about how long it really does take to convert an online lead. And the author, Tyler Shields, he has a follow-up plan inside of Command under the Command Smart Plans library. If you want to know what smart plans to be using, I was able to pull all of them right here in this one group. These are the most successful ones inside of KWRI for all the different types of follow-up. Got the 36 touch, and I got the authors listed right here. Monthly neighborhood nurture introduction, buyers, sellers, email only, Facebook follow-up, like, comment, message, missing contact information. If you need a smart plan to find missing contact information inside your database, you'll be able to use that. Open house follow-up, app download, the golden text, my Facebook lead follow-up. Highly encourage you to take a look at some of these. I haven't gotten a chance to go through all of them just yet, but I started to go through them to see like what's fitting, what's not. But at least you have, like, again, content created for you and a solid base. So what do y'all think?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, yeah.
I'm going to just copy and paste this.
What can we be doing? So that when we have like so like I use Market Leader, right? And I think it's
Mhm.
pretty crappy. I want to be able to use like the Command website. What, is there stuff that we can be doing so that when that goes live, we're ready? That we're, you know, is it just making sure your profile is up to date, or?
Marketing profile. And then also your follow-up plans. That's going to be the hugest thing. It's easy to create like a Facebook ad and like spend a meeting doing all of that and maybe getting the landing page together. But what's going to be key is the follow-up, especially when it comes to the internet leads. So definitely make sure that you're not just using a smart plan, but you're going to be following up in that smart plan on different steps that actually tell your story and that it's true, authentic on how you would respond and follow up. So taking the time, and it could take hours to make an effective, like, I don't know, 36 touch, like smart plan that goes over the course of like a few, like 6 to 9 months, depending on the leads. Having the different types of smart plans set up for the different types of leads ultimately is what's going to keep a business organized. And yeah, if you'd like to have a meeting, you know, specifically about a smart plan, I would say let's do one at a time. And I would say the most important ones, if you're going to get your follow-ups together, it would be for any type of Facebook lead follow-up, because we should really be starting to, when the retargeting comes out, that's something we should experiment with and see how it works. I'm excited. And then especially we could try the TikTok ads for anyone that has TikTok, and then also the Google paid search ads. I would like anybody who would be willing to.
You can experiment with us.
Okay.
So is the Google paid ads out already?
No.
No.
That the Google, the TikTok, and the retargeting will be out like the end of month or the first week of April.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'm super excited.
I know, it really is exciting stuff.
So can you use like the Facebook same plan for Google, or would you have to change it because it's Google? I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, it's.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So what I learned from the stop the scroll or stop the social media noise is that each platform is different. So with the Google paid search ad, we're mostly going to be advertising like your website, really.
Okay.
And doing there's like a different AI algorithm, whereas the Facebook, like those buyers and sellers, you'll track them in different ways. And based upon like what you want to advertise, we'll be able to go about like a specific route on how we're going to do it and how much money you'd be willing to put into it. But I do know from that social media class as well, and this is just like one of my takeaways. YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel, we can use that as the link for a Google paid search ad. And what I learned about YouTube from the panelists is that any lead that you get from YouTube, if you get like a lead based on being consistent with videos each week, you will, those leads typically are from out of state, they're buyers, they have cash, and they're easy to work with.
I have already 2 weekly videos on YouTube. I'm so excited.
Are you getting like leads?
No, but I.
But you're
walked
being
into-
consistent.
Hold on, I walked into Dose today and some guy sitting at a table goes, hey, I really appreciate your market updates that you post weekly. So I know that.
And they're reaching people, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So would that
Or
be something?
he's stalking.
Oh.
I did that mindset today.
So, but. An example, like something I'm already doing that I can then just use the Google ads to highlight.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And the content that should be on your YouTube page, it should be consistent, at least one new video a week. And it should be information about the local area or why you should live here and not there, or the process of moving to the area, especially if you have a lot of out-of-state buyers who are looking to move to this area. Usually they'll go to like YouTube or Google, search something and get more information about who you are. So like if you're in a video and you're providing all this information, then they see you're a legit person, you'll get contacted. The panelist, she only got 1 lead her first year. Then she got 26 the second year, and then 46 the third year by staying consistent. But she also did on YouTube like a live open Q&A, which is good. I mean, hey, answer those live questions. That's awesome. And then,
How does she do is it like Facebook Live kind of thing? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, you could do, it's like a streaming in YouTube. And anybody's willing to attend that. I'm trying to think with the social media class too, there was something that, oh yeah. So with Google, the reason why so hard I want to do the Google paid search ads is because your business, 86% of your business, let me pull this up. Hold on. Starts on Google. Is like one of the first things on the stop the scroll. 87% of your business starts on Google. The number 1 item a lead will search you on depends on how you appear on a Google search. So we have the most popular platforms is Facebook, Instagram, Business, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is actually the number 1 platform to recruit leads. Believe it or not, but they
I'm
don't.
shocked to see this.
See that one?
Oh my
I would be on like.
I'm exhausted now.
I know.
Wait, LinkedIn. Really?
See, I've been posting all of our social media stuff on LinkedIn, if it's business related.
Yeah, I mean,
Where-
it's through the
okay.
engagement, but like LinkedIn doesn't do any ads currently. But I guess it's all about the networking. It could be. So. I mean, I could see, I mean, if people are active on, I mean, I don't know how many people are active on LinkedIn, but there's a lot of quality professionals on
Yeah,
there
definitely.
who are looking to interact, ask questions. Being a real estate agent, maybe specifically targeting your blog posts, being a part of, communities and things like that. Help. But the person who mentioned this, they also have like a social media, they teach like social media classes like across the country. And I got their contact information. I may just see if we can have one, maybe an Atlantic Partners Group one. I do know that they charge a little bit. I gotta find out the exact pricing, but I mean, their information was really good.
YouTube is the number 2 search platform. What's
Mhm.
the one?
Google.
Actually, as it used to be, last year, Google
Wasn't
was
it-
number 2.
Is it
and YouTube was
DuckDuckGo?
number 1, right?
And I thought TikTok had replaced it, is what I thought.
Oh,
That's why I was asking. Because that's been the big talking point is that more, certainly the younger generations, they go and search on TikTok.
we could search the criteria for that too, because I'm pretty sure there's still more searches that happen on Google than in TikTok.
That That's what, but that's what I thought, well, because I knew TikTok was on the rise and it was dangerously close to replacing YouTube, so I saw it was in
Ooh.
YouTube.
And Google and YouTube are like one of the same company now, right?
They are.
Yeah.
They are the same company. But TikTok is about to be banned.
Really?
Well, that's what he said.
I'm about to say, like, we're gonna be doing ads through command on TikTok.
Well, no, but legitimately,
To the China involvement. and just-
yeah, and the government, so if you work for, if you're in the military, if you work for the government in any way, you are not allowed to have TikTok on your phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they.
Just
so
snagging
they
your
started-
data.
Texas eliminated his banned TikTok. I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't
so,
Texas like trying to be like, try to break away from the United States with the Texit Act?
Texas
Lone
has
Star
always
State.
tried
I
to.
say Lone
Their own country,
Time Florida was too.
Texas. It's like, what are you gonna do without all your resources and food? Like,
So, yeah, so I mean, that could be, I would not put, too many of our eggs in that basket. 'Cause
Yeah.
We just don't really know what's gonna
Mm.
end up happening there, but. So
I'm
I'm
excited.
happy to use it.
Did you,
While I can.
did you all find like this information pretty valuable from
Yes,
today?
thank you
Yes.
very much.
That way, like, you're all updated, you're not gonna freak out when you start to see changes. And yeah, no, the glitches that I know of right now that are happening like everywhere, it's in the campaigns where you can't create a campaign, it's all grayed out, and the smart plans have been a huge issue.
So,
Hmm.
well, we're still, my goal's still on Oregon.
Huh?
It's- uh,
Ugh,
hold up. They are. Did that just fix overnight?
I don't know, I just waved my magic wand.
They fix something for you?
That's how it's gonna be, like, when you
It's been
wait
not
24
working.
hours.
No,
Oh.
no, you know how long we've been waiting.
How long was it?
For months.
What was it?
My goals were not.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Like, remember, they weren't showing any of my clothes, they weren't showing anything,
Yeah.
it was just all zeros, right? And so, and it's been, so we had a ticket
Mhm.
open and they've been ignoring my ticket. Now apparently they're not even it anymore.
That,
It's because of Vincent.
yeah, right, the
That's
one
like-
question, no.
Who's that? It's like, let's stand next to me.
It's like, no, the one question that I have though is because when they're adding all these new key dates and opportunities, they need to see how it's gonna affect the goals.
Yeah.
Cause I know it's probably gonna do something. Hmm. We will find out.
Vincent, what is your recommendation for people that are just really embracing command, like go through the learning center through Connect?
Yeah,
And then just,
well, you can do that, but I do recommend the Marty Miller 66-day challenge to help you get acclimated to command. He's gonna be redoing his in April. Of course, it's gonna get updated when all the new updates hit.
what is it called?
Marty Miller's 66-day challenge.
Okay.
And you can find it actually on the Agent Hub. We have the link there posted. I think the current version is 7.0. And basically, it's just a short video that you watch each day,
Okay,
maybe like a couple minutes, and you learn a little bit more about command. You do it for 66 days straight. And then you'll pretty much have the whole understanding of command and all the capabilities, what it can do.
That's a good.
So yeah. Yeah, and that way it's not too much time out of your day. It's
Yeah,
only a
that's the
short
thing,
little
yeah.
video. Mhm.
I was just gonna say, by the time you tackle all of this with all due respect, how do you actually?
Do real
sell
estate.
homes and do, yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
right?
Absolutely. And the one thing is, like, I am just so excited about all of these updates, everything that's coming out. It's going to be finally a place where we want to be. So I'm super excited. Especially with all this chat GPT.
Well, we
stuff.
had one little milestone already with changes you've
Mm.
made. We've been wanting to implement our birthday and anniversary cards.
Yeah,
And we've been doing them
Mm.
regularly, but you know, like Frank says, when we're really busy, people are getting overlooked because we haven't had the time to run the report, whatever. Now
Right.
it's right in front of me.
Right.
I look it down, right? I mean, that one little, you can report that to people. One little thing now got us into the mode. I set up my expandable,
And
I
saves you
write them
time.
out.
Mhm.
See?
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Okay,
Yeah.
really.
All right, what I'm gonna do is I don't think there was anyone on Zoom. I'm gonna stop recording this. And I'm gonna send you all the notes.